I've just received a damaged Kemenche and I've been asked to repair it, or I've offered to repair it really, but it's got I've decided to record the restoration so a few people out there can learn how to what's involved. So this one's got a broken soundboard. Most people, the most common damage to a instrument like this is people sit on it. So, and apparently I think that's what the owner of this one said happened. But anyway, most of the times it's just a broken top. But this one's managed to, a little piece of wood's managed to break off there because of the orientation of that's, I forget what they call that part of the tree, but this is where the branches off from the trunk. It's a hard piece of wood, but anyway, it's managed to, you can see a crack just along here. So not sure if you can see it. So not only is there a broken soundboard, not only is there a piece of wood missing, but there's also a crack running along here. Anyway, you can sort of see the line there. So basically we've got to fill that hole up. We've got to change the soundboard. First we've got to fill that hole up. I'm not going to use putty. I think I'm going to have to make a piece of wood to fit perfectly into that position, into there, and glue it in. I'm going to have to see if that crack, if we can glue it together. I've also noticed on this one there's a couple more cracks, but these ones I don't think have got anything to do with sitting on the lira or whatever, whichever way this was broken, but there's another crack just there. They're not serious ones. I think they're just part of the wood cracks normally, naturally. It was probably in there before it was made, or so anyway, we'll probably leave that. We may just glue it or put a bit of putty in there so it can look a bit nicer, but it's not affecting anything about the instrument. So basically when I change a soundboard, the main thing is we want to get those sound holes in exactly the same position so it doesn't affect, I mean, whatever you do, the musicality of the lira is going to change. When you change a soundboard, you can't get exactly the same sound. Maybe we can get a better sound, I'm not sure. But basically to get the sound holes in exactly the same spot, I usually do this. I'm not sure if you can see, but these are dimensions of, basically I measure from the bottom sound hole to the base of the lira. So I think on this one it's about 14.2 mils. There's 5.5 mil length, and also the distance between them, which I think is about 3.5 mils. So you want to take the measurements down, which I've done here, and that'll help me later when I open up those holes. They'll be in exactly the same spot, and that way the owner of this lira will hopefully get exactly the same sound. Apart from that, it's a very nice instrument. When you change a soundboard, ideally I like getting the fingerboard off, because it sort of gets in the way. When you put a new soundboard on, you got to sort of put it underneath, and then you've got to wrap it, tie it around with either string or sticky tape or whatever you use. You can still do it. There's a bit of gap here, but it just becomes, it sort of gets in the way. So I'm going to try and get this off. I assume that the previous maker has, the original maker has glued it on with PVA. If I can pull it off, I will. Otherwise, I'll just leave it in. I don't want to damage the instrument any further. So apart from that, I'll make a video to keep the owner updated on where I'm at, and also I thought it'd be a good instructional video about some of the things about the lira and how to repair them. You can maybe have a look inside. There's really not much to see inside. This one does have something moving around inside. I think it's probably the sound post. Hopefully it's that piece of wood there, and that way I don't have to make another piece of wood. I can just put it straight on, glue it in, and I really don't have to, you know, fiddle around with that. So ideally we can do that. Otherwise, as I said, I'll make a new one. Today, just a quick video on what I'm going to do. This is my next project. It's not a huge project, but it does take a lot of time to prepare the soundboard. I'll go through the whole process, hopefully. I haven't got a GoPro or anything like that. Just got my laptop PC. I've got an iPhone phone as well, but I think that's a bit difficult to make videos with that. But we'll see how I go. That's the Lyra. That's my next project. I'll see you on the next video.